back, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Nicholson trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And an alley to run. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Riley. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Riley, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run here with Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Looking to throw. Nicholson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson going up top. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. throwing on first down. Riley, quick hitch, complete. It's Perkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw on second down. Riley. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw on third down. Riley. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Off the bootleg. Riley. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came in the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And his kick is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on second down. Nicholson going deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Let's go!
To throw on second down, Riley. And his throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Riley going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now here's Ross. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. First down. Nicholson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Space to run past the 20. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. Nicholson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw. Nicholson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
Back to throw. Nicholson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Riley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And now running right through it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Riley on the move to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again. Riley. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Riley. He hits White. Complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Riley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Hey, 80's yours. 80's yours. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the gun, Riley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Room to run past midfield. And the cutback to the sideline. He's still barreling through. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
Off play action. Riley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 3rd down, Nicholson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Ravens taking the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Riley. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll run it on the toss. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on 3rd down. Riley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive. Nicholson complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Again, it's Mixon. And now running right through it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to throw. Nicholson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Nicholson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Riley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Operating from the gun. Riley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Throwing after the interception. Riley. And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Riley. Over the middle, complete. That's Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw. Riley. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Riley. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10. I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, what a move. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw on second down. Nicholson, he's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the most.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Riley. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Third and goal, Dixon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, How about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called, not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. Nicholson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Philly, here we go.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A big play there on the catch and run. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now let's go. Detroit, here we go. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Here we go now.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Hey.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. 'Cause 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 And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense
be somewhat relaxed? And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On third down, Riley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great